Yo, what's up, YouTube? Don't know why I'm saying that because I have 0 subscribers and I don't know how many people are going to see this, but what up? Yeah, my name is Greg Morrill. I make my first ever video blog, making it for a couple reasons, but we'll get into that later on. Let's just get right into it. So, in essence, these video blog series, I guess, that I am making is it's about me. You don't want to hear about that? Cool. You do? Listen a little bit more. Um, so in essence, this video blog is to keep myself honest. It's to make sure that I am. I guess the best way I can describe it is to make sure that I am staying on track with what I should be doing, what I want to be doing, what I am going to be doing, and if along the way, someone comes across this video and they're going through some similar struggles or they're going through something similar in their life and they want to reach out and I can help them through that situation, then that's the whole purpose of this video, is to let other people know what I'm going through, whether you respond back or not, whether you show empathy, sympathy. I'm not asking for any of that stuff. I'm not doing this video blog to get likes, to get followers, to meet new people. I'm just doing this to better myself, which is the whole point behind what I'm doing now. For those of you who don't know me, which is probably almost everybody watching the video, I'll kind of take you back a little bit and tell you where I came from in terms of my journey to where I'm at right now. I studied business in school, very broad topic. Got into the work field, didn't do much learning after college. Brain turned to mush. Started reading a little bit here and there. Got lazy. Stopped reading. Got a tablet. Thought it would help reading. Didn't. Played a bunch of games. Kind of brought me to 3 weeks ago. So I said, hey, I got this tablet to start reading some more, so let's start reading. I ended up getting a book called 6 Months to Six Figures. Thought it was a rags to riches story. Completely not the case. Self-help book. Awesome. I was like, well, not really for me. It is what it is. Did what I do best. Made an excuse as to why it wouldn't be beneficial for me to read this book. Sure enough, about a paragraph later, Peter Voog, who is the author of the book, hopefully I didn't butcher the name too much, but Peter hopefully still loved me. He talked about how this shouldn't be the only thing you do to change your life. You shouldn't just follow my words to change your life, because God knows that he didn't just follow one person's words. He had a bunch of different mentors. He watched a bunch of different videos, listened to a bunch of different podcasts, listened to a bunch of different successful people along the way, and got to where he was at now. And he recommended the same thing for everyone reading the book. Don't just focus on what I'm saying and only what I'm saying, because that won't make you successful. There are many people in the world that are millionaires, many people in the world that are successful, that are motivated, that can tell you exactly what I'm telling you now. And this is just what I'm telling you as a blueprint. Use this blueprint if you want, tweak the blueprint if you want, use someone else's blueprint, apply my theories, whatever you want. But this book is to make you a better person. I was like, okay, that's kind of strange. I thought about this one thing, thought, it couldn't really be for me, and then he talks about how, it can be for everybody, you just have to apply it in the right way. Then I sure enough made another excuse saying, well, if I tell my family, my friends, or, I think about it logically, like, I don't want to just follow this one guy. I don't want to, just kind of do what this one dude is saying. Like, plus, like, there's a million other millionaires out there. Like, he can't be the only one. So, what's the point in really paying too much attention to this guy? Like, I'll just read this for fun. The ideas will be stuck in my head. It'll benefit me. Oh man, the slap in the face I got after that. About another paragraph later, Peter, and I'm paraphrasing here, but Peter more or less said, if you don't want to commit yourself to what I'm saying, then stop reading now, because it's not worth your time, it's not worth my time. And that right there stopped me in my tracks. Stopped what I was doing. Said, well, crap. Try not to swear. Families and friends and kids, whatever, can be listening, so try not to swear. Do my best. But I said, well, crap. Well, this is getting a little surreal, so let me do a little bit of self-reflecting real quick. Went back to the beginning of the book, let it sit there, was reading the cover, 6 months to six figures. Yeah, well, that could be nice, and yeah, I might have to change a lot in my life, and well, here's some pros, here's some cons. And while I was doing that, I was thinking to myself, what in the world are you doing? Think about it, Greg. Think about it. You're not happy with majority of things in your life right now. Don't get me wrong. I don't have it bad by any means. I have a roof over my head, food on the table, beautiful girlfriend, beautiful puppy, wonderful family. I have a lot of good things going for me. I have a steady job. There's a lot of things, but I'm not happy with each of those things individually or as a whole. I'm not happy with where I'm at in my career. I'm not happy with where I'm at in my relationships in general, with the clarity and the strength of them. I'm not happy with my financial stability. I'm not happy with my physical appearance, my health. I'm not happy with many, many things in my life. And, if I admit to myself, which I did, and if I admit to myself really what I'm truly feeling, this could be the best thing that's ever happened to me. Reading this book could potentially change my life for the better forever. And I can start right here, right now, and I can fully commit to something for the first time ever in my life and do this. And sure enough, that's exactly what I did. I am now talking to you, having fully committed my life to becoming better. Bettering myself as a man, bettering myself as a human, bettering myself as a boyfriend, bettering myself as a future husband, as a future father, bettering myself as a son, bettering myself as an employee, bettering myself as a member of society. That there's many things across the board that I'm trying to better myself as. And this video blog, and I know it's been 7 minutes now, but this video blog series that I want to do is to kind of portray what I'm going through, what some things Peter talks about are, what some things other people talk about are, and how they affect me and how they affect my mentality and my lifestyle and what I'm doing, how I'm doing things. And if at the very least I can, touch one other person that may stumble across this video or any of these videos and say, hey, I'm kind of struggling with that myself, like maybe this guy can talk to me, that's the least I can do. One of the most crazy things in my mind was that I committed fully to this book, to this guy named Peter Voogd, who I'd never heard of before. I didn't even bother looking him up when I started reading this book, which was stupid of me, but I have since. And he's this. I'll let you figure it out for yourself, but he's this awesome guy. He knows what the hell he's doing if you just listen. It's all you have to do is just listen. Look at his podcast, look at his websites, look at his YouTube. There's a lot of things he says that make sense, that all you have to do is listen. And, I added him on, I made a new Snapchat, I made a new Twitter, I made a new YouTube, all these different things. That way I can focus solely on what I'm trying to do, and go from there. And I actually added him on all of my social media, added him on Twitter first, and instantaneously, about 2 seconds after I added him, got a generated message saying, hey, thanks for adding me, appreciate it, let's go change the world together, something along those lines, right? Cool, awesome. Most people don't have that on Twitter. It's a cool feature. Awesome. It shows he cares, so I replied back, and I simply said something along the lines of, hey, I know it's a generated message, but it means a lot. That right there is going to help me get me through my day. And I just wanted to let you know that your book, 6 months to six figures, fell into my lap at a perfect time in my life for me to do something about it. And you're changing my life for the better, and I can never thank you enough for that. And hopefully one day I can shake your hand in person and thank you personally. Figured it is what it is. About 2 hours later, Peter personally messages me back on Twitter and says, thanks, Greg, that means a lot. Keep up the great work, pounded emoji. If that right there doesn't tell you how committed this guy is to bettering himself and bettering the people around him, to have a conversation with a person that he has never met ever once before and just picked up his book 2 weeks ago, then you don't really know what's going on. So hopefully this is the start of something great. Hopefully this is the start of me turning my complete life around, which is going to happen. But hopefully this video blog is me being able to convey that to as many people as possible. And I mean, maybe someday Pedro will see it, who knows. But for those of you who have listened to the whole 10 minutes, I do appreciate it. I'm going to be trying to come to you guys with a video every day. Hopefully I don't ramble too much about the same stuff over and over again, but if I do, hopefully you'll learn something. Other than that, I am signing out. So as my friends, they do call me Gmo, so Gmo out.